Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Today I'm just going to show you a quick little project that I am working on. I am one hem line too long on my new curtains that go around the bottom of my cabinet or up underneath my cabinet instead of cabinet doors. So I don't know what the precise measurement is. I generally do it by vision. I took the old curtains down, which were measured, and then compare them to the new ones, and then I know that I am one hemline long for them not touching the ground. So just thought I'd jump on here and do a quick little video and show you how I do stuff. I do sometimes measure, but in this particular case there was absolutely no reason for me to measure. I did a comparison, and I know I'm one hem line too long. So for me, it's easier just to visualize it. I am a visual learner, and I'm just going to put a few pins in here. And this is a polyester type fabric, so it lays pretty flat. Had it been flannel or cotton or something like that, then I would have ironed it first so that it would lay flat whenever I get ready to sew it. So yes, like I said, I used to like to say I'm kind of like a rainbow bright kid. I know a little bit of everything, but then with all the worldly stuff going on about the rainbows, I just try to ignore it. I still like all the colors of the rainbow. The rainbow is our promise from God, and that's what it means to me. And I just have a lot of different little hobbies and different little things that I know how to do and I enjoy doing. So I just wanted to show you all this real quick. I put my pins in for the hem, and now I'm going to turn you around a little bit and let you see me sew it, and I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, I think we have everything situated and ready. I'm recording this on my phone, so I can't see it as I'm recording it, but hopefully y'all have a good view of it. I always try to throw the excess material up over the side so that it doesn't pull when I'm sewing, but it's polyester type of fabric, so it does slide around a little bit. So for the beginners, you have your sewing machine threaded and ready, and I put it underneath the little foot, drop the foot down, and then I always make the needle go into the fabric first, and then I simply just start sewing until I get to a pin, and I'll show you that. I'm actually going to pull the first pin out because I have to do my lock stitch, and some people think it's overkill, but the trick here is if your fabric and your thread matches perfectly, no one will even know that you really put a good little lock stitch on it. So that's just how I do it. So here we go. I usually do it twice. And when I stop at a pin to pull it out, I always make my needle go back down, so if I move the fabric, I don't pull it. It kind of holds it stable. And then I just keep on going. There's another pin. Stop it. Push it into the needle into the fabric, and go ahead and start going again. Of it, stop, lift my needle, grab it right there where I sewed it, and then kind of gently pull it out and trim my string right there at the end of it. And I have one more that I'm going to do. So I have one more loaded up and ready to go. Let's see, same thing. I have several other panels. Actually, I think I've already sewed quite a few. I got maybe 2 more to measure out and pin, and then I'll be just about done with my new curtains, and we'll see how it looks later. So let's get right back to it. Double stitch that lock stitch. Stop it by one of my pins and keep going. And for the beginners, you don't want to push your fabric through it. You want to let the machine pull it through as you sew, and you can control the speed by how fast or how slow you go. So if you're a beginner, you might want to start slow. But the biggest thing is to hold the sides closest to you stable so that you can kind of guide it to make sure your stitch is straight. But I'm just using it right here just to keep it straight. I'm not pulling it. I'm holding it, but I'm not pulling it. I'm letting the sewing machine pull it through. But yeah, keep it straight. And if you get a little bump in it like that right at the needle, it's not really going to matter, because when you pull that pin out, it straightens right back up. Now sometimes you will have a bump in your seam. That doesn't bother me. You can take the time and rip it back out and redo it. You know, just however you want to do it is up to you. If it looks horrible, yes, I'll redo it. If it's just a little bump in the road, I do not worry about it. My needle was already down, and this one's just a hair past the edge, but no one's going to know it. It's on the hem, on the bottom, and once all the curtains get bunched up together, unless you're specifically seeing if it's perfect, you'll never know. Back stitched it a couple times to lock it in. Lift my needle up, grab it right there, gently pull it back, and give it a little, cut the thread off, and now pull it back through a little bit, and it's ready for the next panel. Very quick and easy, simple. And this is what the stitch looks like. This is on the underside, and this is going to be on the outside. And this was what I was talking about on the end. It came over just a little bit past. Now you could cut that off and trim it. I am not going to worry about it. I'm not worried about being perfect. And again, like I said, no one is going to see it anyway. This side here did a little better. And all you do is, let me find my scissors. Trim off those, let's see where we at here. Trim off those little bit of strings that's from your hem in the top stitch. All you do is just cut them off and you're done. And I have a couple more panels like this to work on. So I'll get finished with this project, and when I get it all finished, I'll show y'all how they look once I get them hung up. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish it up, and I will go ahead and let this be the end of this video, and I'll show y'all later what it looks like once I get the curtains all hung up. And plus, you'll be able to notice it on the videos. So that's it for today. Just a quick little sewing demonstration on putting a simple hem in a curtain. So I hope this has helped someone, and if you're a beginner sewer, just take your time with it and go slow, and before you know it, you'll be an expert. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.